show just to see how it is. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the 84 podcast. It's your boy, Zach Lowry, here with my boy, Big Ones and Twos. And today, breaking down a little NBA basketball slate for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And then we're going to get into a little bit of the second half of the season predictions. Look at a little bit of prize picks, maybe underdogs, probably more prize picks. But either way, we'll jump into both of those. Big Ones and Twos. What's good, baby?
Chilling, man. Just got done watching the.
Hey, I like how you have it right there because we're talking, but I'm watching the game at the same time. So it's perfect.
Yeah. What is it? Lakers and Golden State about to start when we're recording this right now. The Mavericks just handled the Suns. Yeah, I mean, it was close there for a second, but Mavericks, I mean, Luka went for 41 and 11 assists, 9 rebounds.
The Mavs have had the Suns number for maybe 3-4 years now, especially when it comes to big games and the playoffs.
They had the season series before this game was split, so they took the tiebreaker, for the.
Did it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't the Mavs, were they the underdog last year or 2 years ago, and they came back and actually beat the Suns? Is that right?
Oh gosh, no, didn't the
I feel like it was a couple years ago where or maybe it was the Clippers. Maybe it's the Clippers I'm thinking about. I don't know. Either way, Luka's been beasting somebody in the playoffs, and I thought for some reason it was the Suns. Anyways, I digress. So who they ended up getting blasted? Did Luka ball?
Yeah, Luka balled. He was 1 rebound away from a triple-double, including 41 points, 11 assists. And, what did Kyrie end with? Kyrie, every time I looked up, though, I feel like he was doing some, nasty move. He just still has it. He was just – I
saw AI said this the other day. He's the best handler of the ball that I've ever seen, in my opinion.
He did this crossover. He one-handed it. I don't know. He's just so slick with the ball. Oh yeah, I mean he had 29 points, 1 turnover, 3 assists, 5 boards from your point guard. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Anytime that's happening,
they're tough. That's tough to beat when your top 2 guys are going for 41 and 29. So. But yeah, about to. Oh, there you go. Just started.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah.
No, I really am watching though. So keep it on there.
How much NBA basketball? Be honest with me. How much NBA basketball have you watched this season?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. A lot, because I've been heavily into prize picks this year. I'll say this: the past couple weeks, I've kind of fell off a little bit because I went hard on the Super Bowl, hard betting wise. So, and then obviously there was no basketball this week. I actually feel like maybe you feel like I just feel like we haven't had any real sports in the past week or two.
Yeah, I mean it's been tough. Even some of the good. I know we're not really talking about soccer right now, but there's been some good soccer during the weekday. Champions League was during the yesterday and today. Or excuse me, Tuesday and Wednesday. Today is Thursday. There was some Europa League and AC Milan. I didn't get to watch any of the games because I've been traveling so much. So
for work and stuff, I feel you.
Yeah, for work. So during the day, there's been good soccer on, right? But at nighttime, there's football's over.
Yep.
Done. For anybody who's a baseball fan, baseball hadn't started yet. Basketball was on hiatus because of All-Star break. So it's what?
Yeah. So to answer your question, to go back to answer, I've watched a lot of basketball. I usually don't really start watching until after the All-Star break, but because I've been doing a lot of betting, that could be good or bad, but I'm in there. So yeah, I've been watching a lot.
You've had some success though, right?
I've been doing pretty good. I did pretty good towards in NFL. I feel like NFL is kind of my bread and butter over anything.
That's a tough one, dude. Historically in the past, I've done much better with
basketball.
Football.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I, but I ride the wave, ups and downs. You go up, you go down.
I did pretty well in the Super Bowl. I feel like, and I was joking around with Chris, and I said, God, if every game was my back is against the wall game for these NFL players, I feel like I could pick them every time. Like I feel like the right winners. You know what I'm saying? But like, unfortunately, not every time.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. So what do you like? What do you like this weekend, dude?
So as far as basketball, answer me this: is Steph Curry playing? Because when Steph Curry plays, like this weekend.
Shit!
What just happened? Did he just get blocked? Who just got blocked?
Yeah, I think he just missed the layup.
Oh my! See what happens when I start talking good.
Yep, exactly.
So okay, so when we're talking about this weekend, we're gonna start with Saturday, right? So, I think there's only a couple games Saturday, but I just saw on Saturday.
There's a couple games on Saturday. There's one primetime game.
Which one is that? Oh, okay, that's the Celtics and Knicks this weekend.
Yeah, Celtics and Knicks. I'll probably peep that a little bit.
I don't watch that one.
I don't have NBA League Pass, but that's one thing about the second half of the NBA season that makes it easier for. I mean, I love basketball, but I'm a casual NBA observer. Like I'm not going to buy the League Pass.
I'll say this:
I watch as many primetime games as I can, and there's a full slate weekend.
Right now, there is, and I think right now the League Pass is actually like half off, so that could be something people look at too. So, all right, so let's talk about the Saturday game, the Celtics and the Knicks. Did you see that Tatum just came out and said that he was the best player in the league? He's like, no, I'm the best player in the league, basically. So I like hearing that stuff though. Like maybe he's not, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe he's not, but you want your superstar talking like that. In my opinion, even if mine's not, and if I'm coach, I'm trying to like change him to start talking like that, or to get him to be like a little bit more confident and feel like it. You know, he is the one, even though there's multiple other players in the league that are probably better. But what do you think about the game? Him versus Jalen Brunson versus the Knicks. How you seen it play out this weekend?
I mean, dude, Brunson is tough, and his story is like pretty crazy. Like it seems like everybody along the way like doubted this guy. You know what I mean?
Averaging 27.6 points a game this year already. Like,
I know, and like I was reading something the other day about like how he asked for. Like when he was playing with the Mavs, like he asked for an extension or he asked for X amount of money, and they just they weren't gonna they did not want to keep him. And then now and then now he goes to New York where he's like embraced and beloved, and he's given the keys to drive, and he's balling out of control. So good for him.
And he's elevated his teammates too. And I'll also add this, and I think a lot of people sleep on like the GM and stuff like that. In basketball, you can have one or two players that are really good, but like when your GM is actively going out and trying to make you better, like they actively went out and got how do you say is a new boy? How do you say his name? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. OG.
From what was he, from Toronto or something?
From Toronto, yeah. And they got him, and they just went out and they got somebody else. Who did they just go out and get to? They just went out and got somebody else as well. I can't remember who it is on top of my head, but they just OG is who they got from Toronto. And I can't remember who they just went out, but they made a trade. But the point is that the GM is actively going out and trying to get better as well. Jalen Brunson makes people better. Julius Randle's getting better. I'm just saying, man. Hey,
Julius Randle's a sneaky cat, right?
Yeah, unorthodox as hell,
bro. And I did not so I don't watch a ton of New York Knicks basketball, and I said, I casually kind of soak in the NBA. So I'm looking at Prize Picks one night a few weeks ago. We were probably chatting about it, and I was like, Julius Randle, like, attempt over 11 threes, and I was like, there's no way. The dude put up like 14, attempted like 14 threes. I was like, what?
Like, since when?
I did not. I don't know. I mean, and then I look back at the box scores and I'm like, oh shit, he's got some games where he is heaving them up. Like I just had no clue. And like, so now I've been a little bit more quick to pause, like my
You know
gut
who?
feeling. Right?
You know who he kind of reminds me of now? He's probably got better handles, but he kind of reminds me of a like Zebo style player, like the way he plays a little bit. Like he's not really like I don't know. You remember Zebo, right? Zach Randolph. He's he was older. The Grizzlies. Was it the Grizzlies?
He was part of that. What did they call him up there?
Him and Marc Gasol.
No, him. Yeah, it was him. They called that. What was the Memphis Grizzlies nickname? Him and Mike Conley.
Yep, Mike Conley. They was wet for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of it,
bro. They call them, bro. This is gonna really Zebo.
Dude was live.
What was the Memphis Grizzlies nickname? Come on now.
Type that in. That's gonna be a good way to get it.
Bro, this is gonna. It was like grit. Was it grit and grind and grit or something?
Duck, dodge, dip, dive. Duck, dodge again. You seen that movie in a minute? Hey, we need to get on that. We need to do that on here. We need to drop our like top 5. Like, we'll do that. We'll do that one day. We need to drop our top 5 like comedy movies or like our top 5 action movies and shit like that, or top 5 movies that we liked when we was kids. That shit's funny to me, bro.
I'll do that. Bro, speaking of just a movie that I liked when I was a kid growing up and shit, like action movie or whatever, and I got a card coming back from SGC, but the Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I got that card.
That's funny. My uncle was big into that movie.
Yeah, bro.
He made us watch it all the time.
And Alan Rickman, like one of the best like villain actors, like from Die Hard and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was the sheriff of Nottingham and all that. Yeah, he went hard, bro.
Yeah, that dude was. Die Hard was like one of the first movies my dad like let me watch when I was a young kid. That like, like shit like that. That was like one of the first ones where, and maybe he didn't let me watch it. Maybe I just kind of like made like I'm watching this one.
I remember the first rated R movie that I went to the theater to see with my dad.
What was that?
The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Oh,
He hacked up those fucking red coats and all that. Dude,
he did more than was it like the Ghost in the Darkness or something like that? Or what was his
based on a real guy. Based on a real guy.
That's tight. All right, so this weekend, so they're getting right. I'm looking at the odds right now, and the odds are showing. I don't know if anyone looks at the odds at all, but I look at Action Sports or Action Network.
The line's out for the game. Who's the favorite?
For this weekend, the favorite is.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I swear to God, I haven't seen it, but New York is at home. They are.
Where'd it go? Hold on, I just lost it. Let me pull it back. Sports. Boom.
They are 10 games behind Boston. So I'm gonna say they've got to be a home dog, but I don't think it's by more than like 4.5. I'm gonna say New York is a 4.5 point dog at home on Saturday, and I swear to God, I have no.
Let's see. It is.
See how close I am. Am I thinking like Vegas?
Well, it was showing me a number. Now it's showing NA, so it's not giving me the line right now. But I'll say this: on ESPN right now, the fan favorite matchup predictor is showing Celtics to win. But
Celtics certainly have to be the betting favorite. But if you make, I don't know, if you make New York too big of a home dog, I think a lot of money's going to pour in on that side. That's just what I think. Right?
Sure.
So then it'll get skewed back the other way, and that might drop. So I mean, if it's not 4.5 right off the rip, it might end there. It may come down a bit. I don't know. That's where I would kind of maybe feel comfortable. I don't know. It's going to be a fight though. There's some good, bro. There's a good slate of games.
I mean, the Knicks are good. The Knicks are 34-22 overall. I didn't realize cause for a while there they were 500. They were sitting at 500. Now all of a sudden they starting to ball a little bit. So I think they're going to be more of a fight. They're going to put up more of a fight than I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they win, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they win at all.
Wait, win it all?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if they win. Like they win the game. Yeah, win the game. Might be a good little spot to I don't know, I might look at that. Actually, you know what I could do is they
want, bro, right before All-Star break. Right before All-Star break, they lost 4 in a row and then won the last game. They beat Philadelphia right before the All-Star break. Before they lost that 4 in a row, they won 11 out of 12 games.
Damn.
They balled out for the whole month of like the whole end of January and early February. They won 11 of 12. So you're right. The Knicks were not doing well.
Yep.
Or kind of hovering a little bit over 500, win a couple games, lose a couple games, go on some streaks here.
I remember because they were comparing them to the Lakers for a while. The Lakers were 500. I don't know what the Lakers are now, but
they had a tough
stretch. They were comparing them to them, so I don't know, man.
I like the Knicks though, bro. And you know what? I'm gonna come right out and say it. I think New York wins at home. On prime time on Saturday night. I'd take the underdog Knicks, whatever they are, whatever the point.
After seeing Jaylen Brown do that weak ass dunk, they losing, bro.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown went and got a short guy and sat him down and dunked over him.
And then at the end of the dunk, did you see when he landed? He goes like this. He like I don't know what. Yeah, like he.
No, he left it too. He left it too. He said, "No, you know what I think he was doing? He was hiding. He's like, oh fuck, I hope nobody."
Yeah. Did I make that?
So Bron's not playing.
Is he not playing tonight?
No, they just saw him sitting on the bench. They just zoomed in on him big. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right. So let's move on. Okay. So the other couple games on Saturday, you got the Magic at the Pistons, and you got the Nets at the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves are probably going to handle that game pretty easily.
I mean, the number 1 seed in the West, bro.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that I was sleeping on that. I've been watching basketball, but that just goes to show you what I've been watching. I bet most of my bets are prop bets, so I've been looking at players. I look at what they do on that night. I look at what they did the past couple nights. But 2, 3, 4 weeks go by. Next thing I know, I'm like, wait, Timberwolves are number 1.
Yeah. They really had a resurgence. Them and Oklahoma City with their young core, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren. Despite what I may think about the Slender Man,
cold. Both Slender Men are cold.
Yeah, I mean Wemby's cold. He's in a predicament that Spurs aren't very good, but the Thunder are quite the opposite. So get Minnesota and the Thunder, boy, they're up there.
Yeah. Okay. So Minnesota. I mean, obviously has
they handle the Nets, bro.
Yeah,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
I think so too. And so, I mean, they have Anthony Edwards. To me, we already talked about this a little bit. He's the guy who's, in my opinion, going to be that guy here in the next 2-3 years. I bet he wins one. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins one.
Wait. If he wins a what? An MVP?
A ring.
So
I would not be surprised if he wins a ring. I mean, I'm not saying like this year, next year, but like in his career, I bet he wins a ring in his career because he just has that style of play where he doesn't really need a lot. He's got that like Kobe style of play. I don't know, like it's weird. He's aggressive. He's got that. What is that? That Mamba mentality style.
He does take it to the rack, dude.
And that boy got some yappas.
Yeah, he can get up. So what do you think? Do you think? I mean, because a lot of guys have won a ring but haven't been the guy. Do you think he's going to win a ring
and be the guy
on his team, like being in the MVP talk. He might not win an MVP that year.
Let me ask you this right now, them being 39-16, who's the MVP on that team right now?
Oh, I mean, you got to say right?
Yeah.
I mean,
no. I'm creating combo. I think that's right. I think now, even though I had absolutely no damn idea that Cat dropped 50 on the All-Star game, I watched. What's crazy is I watched the entire game up till the fourth quarter, and I don't remember him scoring that many times. Call it what you want. I don't know. Okay, so, all right. So those two would probably. Who else has been balling for the Timberwolves right now?
I mean, they've got a
Mike Conley's been playing a little bit. Damn, Mike Conley's getting absolutely paid right now.
Mike Conley he's getting paid. He's averaging.
Oh, they got Rudy Gobert. I forgot they got Rudy.
Yeah, their defense is cold. They've got two tall. What the hell is Karl Anthony Towns? Is he 7 foot?
He's 7 foot. 7 foot.
Yeah. So they've got 2 7+ footers. One of them that's defensive and rebound minded with Rudy Gobert.
The other one who's offensive minded.
The other one who can stretch the floor. Obviously, Karl Anthony Towns scored 50 points in the All-Star game, and has been in the 3-point contest for 2, maybe 3 years now.
Yeah,
it's certainly been 2 back-to-back years. So you got a big man who is a stretch big, and you also got a big who is averaging 2 blocks a game, bro.
No, it's a good point. I agree. Okay, so they're squatted. So to go back to answer the question, I do think if they keep this core, if they can keep these 7-footers, they may get a ring here in the next couple of years, and I do think Anthony Edwards will be the reason why.
Yeah. You're right. He's got to be the guy, but
I mean that's a good point. He has to be the guy. So if they do go to the championship and they do win it, it's because he was the guy, right?
Because I don't think Karl Anthony Towns. If Karl Anthony Towns played like Shaq, imagine Karl Anthony Towns playing like Shaq and just dominating.
Yeah,
then I think they could win. But I don't think they can win with Karl Anthony Towns playing like a guard and shooting threes, and Anthony Edwards not being the guy.
Yeah, he's got to attack for sure.
He's got to be the leader of the team, and Karl Anthony Towns do what he's doing.
1,000%.
Or just play like Shaq, right? But cat no Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
I don't know if that made any sense, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Anthony lead the team, do what he's doing, average 26, 27, 28 points, hit the boards, 5-6 assists, get the steals, go to the rack, shoot the three, do everything that he does, control the game.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
All the rest of the players just fill in their roles. They really got a nice built squad.
Maybe if I can slide one in, maybe I'll jump in Saturday morning and drop a prize picks, like what I will put together for Saturday. We'll see.
Make sure you let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
no, let me
know the picks. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so let's jump on Sunday, because Sunday, I mean, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games.
4 primetime, a whole slate on ABC and ESPN.
Well, they're starting off. Exactly. They're starting off at noon on ABC. Starting off at noon with ABC on ABC with the Bucks and 76ers. Oh wait,
with maybe the best game of the day.
Yeah,
they're starting. Let's Milwaukee at 76ers,
and we're back, baby. Let's go. Yeah. That's live.
I love second half weekend primetime basketball. Love it. Midday Sunday. Yeah, afternoon, bro. Turn it on any time of the day. I love this.
Yeah, I like that. And then ABC's backdooring it with the Lakers and Suns. Like what?
I know. Here we go.
If I'm a betting man, I'm dropping money on the Suns on that game.
I am a betting man, and I am betting that Oklahoma City absolutely destroys my Houston Rockets. How about that?
Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there at 6. We'll get there at 6. So moving down the slate, Mavs played the Pacers. I was somebody who slept heavily on Halliburton his first couple years. Shots kind of ugly, but that thing is wet. Dude. Should I say unorthodox versus ugly? Because I to some people I might have an ugly shot.
That just goes to show you, though, like I mean, like shooting form and like teaching, like, you know, as you're like learning to be a good, you know, a basketball player, like good form, like is, you know, what am I trying to say? Like, it's worth it to go to like learn the fundamentals and have good form and like learn how to play. But like, that just goes to show that no matter what your form looks like, if you practice it enough, you'll be, I mean, like a golfer, dude, every golfer's got little hitches and tweaks to their like a Bubba Watson or a Keegan Bradley or a whoever, you know, they've all got these like different swings, but they just practice it a million times and they're damn good. Like, yeah. So he shot that ball probably 5 million times?
Yep.
Millions and millions of shots in his life practicing, and he just, homie can fucking fill it up, dude. I mean, I've never seen somebody like score and dude, I think he had like a 20-20 game where like
the amount of assists was when I saw on Prize Picks that his over under for assists was like 12.5. I was like, wait, what? I was like, maybe I'm not familiar. And I started looking back. I was like, okay, wait. It's like 12, 14, 15, 10, 8, 15. I'm like, bro, what the who is this guy?
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Okay, so they're playing the Mavs, Luka versus Halliburton. That should be a good game.
I'll take Indy. I'll take Indy on Saturday at home.
I was just getting ready to say, I think I'm gonna ride with Indy. I think I'll ride with Indy too. Okay, so I'll ride with Indy. Okay, 5 o'clock game, Cavs at Wizards. We don't need to touch that. We don't need to touch that game.
I couldn't name you one guy on the Washington Wizards.
I could, Jordan Poole, and the only reason why I know that is because the only reason I know that because he don't play no defense. He barely plays offense. I mean,
what happened to him, bro?
What happened to him? What happened to Kuz? What happened to who else did they have? They had another person on there I thought was good too.
Well, they looked like they were decent when they were at their old teams, right? But they needed a change of scenery to maybe, you know, turn their careers and like take over, go to that next step. Like Kuzma on the Lakers, take that next step, be the guy on Washington. Jordan Poole, team up with Kuz, be that guy for after he got out of Golden State. And neither one of them.
It's bad. It's not good. We'll say that. Okay, so let's skip over them. let's touch on the next game though a little bit. The Magic versus the Hawks. 6 o'clock.
The Magic jumped out of the gate.
I know Paolo Banchero was drafted number 1, I believe. Right? Was that?
Yes.
Yeah, last year.
Sure, he was the number 1 pick.
Last year, 2 years ago.
Yes.
Whenever maybe
not last year because Wemby was the number 1 pick.
Well, I meant I guess 2 years ago. Yeah. I was familiar with him. I've been watching him this year, and dude is cold, and he's big, like really big. So like if anybody watching this is not familiar with his game, I'm telling you, watch his game, and he's nice too. He's nice.
Yeah, he's got decent handles to like attack the basket, and he can finish. He's got a good little like just a mid-range kind of stop and pop, and he's just got the size to just power through guys, you know, like
I'm slowly watching him pick his assist game up too. He's slowly starting to get more people involved.
Yeah.
I like it. And then Trae Young, I'm still kind of sleeping on Trae Young. Maybe I want to see more all the time. I say more. He is averaging 27 points a game almost. How do you feel about him?
Trae, bro, I feel like Trae came out of the gate with a lot of buzz, and maybe rightfully so. What he was lighting up. Didn't he play for like Oklahoma or something?
Yep.
And he was just like balling out of control in college. But his rookie year was Luka's rookie year, and I think he got a little overshadowed. You know, probably rightfully so. Like Luka Doncic is probably a better, player. And then I think he had like a sophomore and junior slide. You know what I mean? Yeah. Atlanta hasn't done much.
They had was it his rookie year? They had 1 year in the playoffs where they beat somebody and then they got smoked the next round, but that was about all they did.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I think Trey's a good player. Like I said, I don't know a ton about him. Watched him in college a little bit when he played for Oklahoma when they were making their run in the tournament and all that. But in this game on Sunday at 6:00, I think I'm gonna take the road team, bro. I think Orlando beats them.
I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Look too.
Bet you won't put a parlay in right now on the Picks.
Shit! Hey, look at this.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. Boom. Right here. Okay. So right here, let's talk about these guys right here because I know you're already not feeling it.
Bro, I grew up a Houston Rockets fan. I want the boys to kind of, turn the tide and right the ship, but
where do they need to get better
at? Everywhere. I mean, we got a lot of good young pieces. We had a good draft last year.
So let me ask you: Is Alpin good? He's cold, right?
Baby Jokic.
He's cold, right?
Baby Joker, bro. Yeah, dude. He's the next, bro. He's really that guy.
Nice.
That's what they call him, bro.
Nice. No, I like that. I like that.
He's
hey, this is really that guy too, though.
Oh my gosh, bro. The Rockets have had a couple of good drafts. We got some good role players. We need a superstar guy. We need a guy to emerge or have a guy emerge like an Ant-Man. Yeah, or a Shea. Yeah, have somebody like rise up to lead the pack.
Who were you thinking it was going to be? I thought they were going to have the roster here, but I guess not.
Oh, you got to click on the team.
But
like,
oh no, this is just NBA stat leaders. Never mind.
I don't really know if we've drafted a guy. We've got Cam Whitmore was a second-round pick for us, and he is pretty nasty, bro. He could turn into something. Yeah, he's pretty good. Jalen Green was pretty touted as being a.
Did y'all let him go, or do y'all still have him?
No, we still got him. He actually had a good run up to the
All-Star game.
Running up to the All-Star weekend. Yeah, he's really doing good.
So, you're a bet man. You're taking Thunder?
Yeah, bro. I think the Thunder are rolling. I bet you they come off. All the guys that weren't involved in the All-Star weekend, which was most of the Rockets, but a lot of the Thunder. I bet you they come back well rested, come into Houston and just trail. I don't know what the spread's going to be, but we ain't winning that game. I promise you that. So
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to let's skip this Bulls Pelicans game unless there's something you want to chat about on those. But this one right here was just they calling me.
Yeah. All right. What's your first thought?
My first thought is one, I always love to see good point guards play each other, and I love Jamal Murray, but I love Steph is one of the best players ever to play, obviously, and I love watching him play. So being able to watch Jamal Murray and Steph play against each other, for some reason, those guys like that get me kind of fired up versus like the big dude matchup or something like that. I don't know why, but so that being said, I'm looking at the point guard matchup. Of course, Steph, but I'm looking at who else is going to step up and help Steph, bro. Like who? I think I can't. God dang it! What's his name? Not Looney. What's the other younger dude that's starting to ball now?
Oh,
Kuminga. That's what, dude. Okay, so if they can still get some help from him, then
you like Kuminga?
I do like Kuminga. I do, and he's got some hops too. I saw him do a nice little putback on top of someone's head.
Yeah. He's a good player. He just I think he was for the longest time he was like stuck in the depth chart behind guys, guys, and now they don't really have, they're a shell of what they used to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now
absolutely
it's kind of Kuminga's time. I mean, what are they sitting at? 10th place, you know what I'm saying? Like the Golden State Warriors, like the dynasty is over.
Yeah, and you know Jokic is gonna always do what he does, right? I mean, the dude is averaging almost a triple-double this year.
Dude, I've never seen anybody look more uninterested in what they do. Forget about basketball, just anything they do, but also then be the best at it.
Yeah.
I've never seen
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you get those guys that are just naturally,
he's just big. He can pass. He can shoot. He just, he
does it all good,
and he does.
He's got that clutch gene too, where like the time on the clock could be counting down, and he still could somehow get the ball in there, up, and the good look at it.
Yeah.
No, I've only ever seen one other player have like that gene, and I know even now to this day, some people like to say he doesn't have that gene, but I've seen LeBron do so much stupid shit at the end of games where it's like you have to be so natural at like just backyard ball to like be in like weird awkward positions to throw the ball up. You know what I'm saying? And like Jokic has that, Bron for sure had that. But anyways, look, I'll find any reason to get on Bron's train. Let's go.
Well, hold on. To talk about another person that I've seen do some wild stuff at the end of games is the guy that Joker's playing. Steph Curry is bro. Some of the craziest shots I've ever seen, and not even like, I'm talking like 3/4 court, half court. How many you could do a whole, 20-minute highlight reel of Steph hitting half court or logo threes at the end of a game.
I do this for fun,
dude. It's crazy that.
Agreed. He does. It was about a week ago, right before the All-Star game. He hit that one against the Suns. It was literally like,
I was watching that game.
I was too. I was like, this game is over, and like they gave it to. I was like,
that's
right. I literally turned and looked at Chris. And I was like,
yes, bro. I think I was texting. Wasn't I texting? I was like, this is one of the craziest games in a long time.
Oh my god!
In a long time.
That's what we did. And all right, move it. All right, move it all. Hey,
hold on. That being said,
tell me.
I think the Nuggets win the game. Nuggets win the game.
Okay, you're probably right. And before we move on, also, maybe it's just me, but does not always feel like the Warriors are home for their televised game? Like always, they've never played away. Okay,
that's a good point. I don't know what that is.
Spurs, Jazz. We don't need to talk too much about this. I couldn't tell you that many people on the Jazz's team, but I like watching Wemby play just because he's like Chet Holmgren, and I feel like they're the same exact people. Not maybe the same exact, but they got that same body and they got that same play style. But Wemby is nice to watch, bro. Like for real.
He's certainly
kind of annoying, but he's live.
He's certainly interesting to watch.
That's probably a good way to put it. He's very interesting to watch. I feel like he doesn't. No, go ahead.
You don't see a lot of people like that play like him. Whether you're a Wemby, like whether you love the guy or a Wemby hater or whatever. And I'm not a Wemby hater, but I just don't believe in his longevity in the league.
Sure.
Until I see it. Until I see it.
Yeah.
The track record for guys over 7'4" in the NBA is 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 years of their prime, and then they're out.
It's not like their window is smaller.
Yeah, just because there's so many things for a body like that to endure in an NBA schedule, that guys that are that big just don't cut it, don't make it.
That's a good point.
So I'm not wishing that this 19-year-old or 20-year-old kid gets injured, but I just don't think that he's gonna last. I just don't.
Yeah. I like that. Anyway. That's a good take on it. All right, let's end it with the final game Sunday night. Sacramento at the Clippers. We're doing a little Cali showdown here. This guy, De'Aaron Fox, might be one of the most exciting players to watch. I mean, just like on a night-to-night basis, fast as hell, can pass the ball, and he got shot. And I feel like he pulls up like Steph. It's just like instantly he'll be dribbling. Next thing you know, there's a shot. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, he was fun to watch in the playoffs last year. I really kind of got behind Sacramento in the playoffs last year when they were they hadn't had a run like that since I don't even know when the last time. I mean, in a while, right?
Yeah,
and so to watch him,
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, Sabonis and Barnes.
Sabonis is another player who has been winning me money on Prize Picks.
You love the guy. I mean,
so I love him. So they constantly undervalue his assist game, and then when they undervalue his assist game, they overvalue his rebounds. So like it pushes me somewhere else, but I always stay on his name. Like his rebounds and assists, they can never get it right. So that could be one thing to look at for somebody.
What do you do? You go over or under more on him? What do you hit more on?
If it's the assist, I usually hit over, but I'm also going to be real with you. Prize Picks underdogs, I think, and I don't know the exact number. I was watching this dude's video. I think it's like 70% of the time it's under. Most of them are unders. Most of them are less than more. But like as a bettor, as somebody who watches football, we expect the players to play to their full potential every time, right? And that doesn't happen a lot of the time. So, anyways, but we could probably get into it more. But yeah, it's mainly less. But I do Sabonis's assists over a lot, bro.
Interesting.
Who else made for a while there at the beginning of the year? I was making money on Kelly Oubre. They were constantly putting him at like 8.5 points, like just game points. And now I think he's averaging like 15 points a game. And I'm like, so I ate on that one for a little bit, but
that's good when you can strike on some of those that are
Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes was another one this year that like was doing, like he was starting to ramp up his play. And as he was ramping up his play, one of the guys in the Discord that I was in that was following, he was like, hey, jump on Scotty Barnes now, but jump on his under. And I'm like, jump on his under. So I foolishly jumped on the under just following somebody, right? And but in my head, I was like, he's starting to get more play time, and he's like kind of balling. I was like, you know what? I went the under. Sure enough, he went over, right? And I was like, I fucking
trust your guts.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I knew it. But after that, my point of telling you that was after that, I'm not gonna say that term, but I selected him the next like couple nights in a row. Boom, got it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But so there's a couple people like that if you can hop on that early train of them like starting to like do just barely start the ball, and then you get them when they're high, you'd be all right. You can win some money that way. All right, so
no lie. So
jumping to the other side.
Who do you think wins the game?
So, well, if I'm gonna go, they're at home, the Clippers. I'm gonna go with the Clippers at home.
Yeah, I mean,
and I say that because Kawhi is starting to really hit a stride. He's looking good. Now, they still set him every now and then. That is what it is. Zubac is Zubac, but he surprised. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I don't expect a lot out of him, but he surprises me almost every year. Like he constantly has like a average of like 10 rebounds a game. So he's a good big defender too, and he can put the ball in the net.
Yeah, for sure. No, they had a decent stretch coming down before All-Star break, and I'm looking here. I mean, like you said, Kawhi coming on, bro. He 26, 30, 31, 33, 25, 36, like
dude.
And they if they can put those pieces together, bro, they've got some talent.
They sure do. They have the two, I don't want to say question marks, but they have the two guys that can really help them too. Number one being this guy, Mr. James Harden, who we know what he does. And then honestly, I still feel like Westbrook can be one of them players that really can help your team. I mean, I don't know how you just had you got to have a good coach to be able to get him in and play him at the right time and with the right people.
Yeah, for sure. You got to.
And it wasn't Darvin Ham.
No. And it
don't get me started.
But it seems like they've been kind of finding their niche. If they find their niche at the right time coming down the stretch here, they are going to be a tough out in the playoffs, bro.
Agreed.
They've got Zubac and Mason Plumlee down low snagging boards. You've got Harden and Westbrook playing a role player role, but have the clutch gene in their, in them that they have been that guy. But if they can take a backseat role and just fill in the pieces, if and then they got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are having an off night and Harden fills it up for 28, great, he can do that.
Good
point. What I'm saying?
That's all you need. You just need one of them to kind of carry the torch while the other one's chilling.
Exactly. And if Kawhi goes off and scores, 20, 26 to 36 plus for 10 games in a row, and you go on you start winning 14 out of 15 games, I mean, damn, they're going to be tough. And then when you get in the playoffs, it's, you're talking about a series, right? You're seeing that same team every single night, and they are going to be tough to beat 4 times.
1,000%. I always said that Kawhi's teams, like if he's playing, they got a good coach.
Bro. Shoot.
For sure.
So anyway,
all right, man. Well, I think
So I like,
maybe if I can slide a video in, I will for prize picks this weekend. I'll try to do that if I can. You like the Clippers to win?
Yeah, I like the Clippers at home in that spot. Yeah, to win. Like I said, I don't know what the spreads are right now, but I think the Clippers win at home.
We're gonna be back next week with some more heat. Do a little NFL free agency. Talk a little bit about the offense and defense. We'll break it down. We'll have the top 10, maybe top 5 or top 10 defenders for each position. Maybe not each position, because I'm good on the linemen. You know what I'm saying? We'll just bundle them all up in one.
And we'll review how many games that we just picked correct.
Boom. All right. I love y'all. I miss y'all.